going to share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something, completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from here, and this has been like a therapy session.
Oscar Bevis, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Denzel Bentley joins me. Good to see you, my man. How's things?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Good to see you too, bro.
Good stuff. Massive fight week in the capital, Yard Beterbiev. We've seen them both weigh in. It's been a pretty subdued kind of fight week, but he's just that kind of cold killer Beterbiev. And you know, Yard, he kind of stays in his own lane. So I don't really think we was expecting much more than what we saw this week.
Yeah, we weren't, but I don't think we need to. We know they're both dangerous. We know they're both big punchers, both killers in the ring, both good finishers. So with them fights, I don't think you need kind of mad fight weeks. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to build nothing. We know what we're in for. Like, it's going to do what it says in the tin. It's not going the distance. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it, and I know a lot of people are looking forward to it. So it should be a good night.
Knowing boxing, it will go the distance. Everyone's probably putting money on rounds 1 to round 6, but knowing boxing, it might go the distance. Could it go the distance? I don't know.
I don't know, man. I don't think this is going the distance.
Bob said yesterday, just send the judges home.
Listen, you might as well, because they're both going to go for it. Like, they're both going to go for it. They both got heart. They're both big punchers, both killers, and they both want knockouts in their fights. None of them are content with going the distance. Like, Yard's knocked out everyone he's beat but one person, probably in a 4-round fight. He didn't have enough time to knock him out or something. And Beterbiev's knocked out everyone he's fought, knocked out world champions. Like, that ain't even going the distance. So none of these guys are known for going the distance. So I can't see this going the distance neither.
Is it kind of like a different sort of fighter, or even a different sort of man when you've got people like that? Because, I mean, you've knocked people out before, and you're a powerful fighter, but you kind of don't, I'm not going to say these guys rely on that, but I wouldn't say that's your main attribute. You kind of got a different arsenal of skills. Does it take a different type of man to just be that kind of cold, pure knockouts and nothing else? Is it like a different type of fighter?
Yeah, 100%, especially when that's what your career's been based off. Like, if you're not that type of fighter, you kind of grow into that fighter. Like, you know what, this is what I am, I've accepted it, this is what I'm going to do. Pretty much like a Deontay Wilder. I don't know what he was like as an amateur, but in the Olympics, he got a bronze medal. He probably thought he could try and box in that. As a professional, I've knocked out everyone I've ever fought. This is me, this is who I am in that ring. Like, you're going to sleep. I think even if you're not that type of guy in the beginning, you can kind of become that kind of guy, and it turns you into that guy and become like bloodthirsty, like you smell blood and you want to go for it. Do you know what I mean? So I think both of these guys are like that. I think Beterbiev was a humble guy. He would never come out and say, "Oh, I want to just do this to you in the ring or hurt you in the ring." He'd just say, "Look, I try my best." But in his mind and in his eyes, you can see what you're trying to do. And Ant would tell you for free, "Yeah, I'm trying to knock you out." So I think the one time he tried to knock no one out in Linden Alpha, he lost. Straight after that, what did he do? Went to go stick it on him. So you know what we're expecting.
Yeah, I was going to say that's kind of, I suppose, the blueprint of the style of fight Anthony has to bring to Arta. I know you're going to say it is possible. Loads of people are writing Anthony off. And I suppose when you look at Beterbiev, you could say rightly so, in a sense. But can Anthony do it tomorrow?
Yeah, he can. And people are going to write you off when they're scared of what they don't know.
Because no one's found the answer yet. So it's like people kind of look and probably go, why is he the man, I guess?
Exactly. And like I said, he's knocked out world champions. Like, solid guys, solid fighters, like world ranked fighters. But at the end of the day, Anthony's strong physically. He can punch. It's just going to be a matter of how much punishment he could take if he needs to dig deep and get in close and stuff. But I think he could do it, man. He's a tough guy, and people are going to write you off. Like, with my fight, everyone wrote me off. I know I didn't win, but I mean, like, no one expected me to do what I'd done. Of course, I wanted to win, so I don't really, boast of that performance. But literally, it just shows you everyone's human, is what I'm trying to say. Do you know what I mean? So Beterbiev's human. We've seen him get put down before. If Yard puts him on early, he's just got to stick it on him. He can't try and say, oh, he might not be hurt. Bro, if he goes down, take him out.
Fingers crossed Anthony does the job. Let's talk about your fight with Kieran Smith. Is it going to be, well, I mean, it hasn't happened yet, so we don't know, but will it be weird for you kind of going from the Vegas madness and kind of the world title scene to dropping back down to fight for the British title? I mean, I know how much that British belt means to you, but to go kind of back down after defeat, do you think it will kind of be, not different because you've done it before, but a little bit different?
Not really, because
I suppose because when you'd fought for the British title before, you hadn't seen the above. Now you've kind of seen the world. You've got the taste of the world.
Yeah. No, definitely. In that sense, I'd want it. It makes me more hungrier. I wouldn't say it's weird because I didn't win. If I'd won and I was fighting an opponent, I'd be like, no, but what's next? But it's like I kind of got to take a step back to slingshot forward again. And I don't mind that as long as I know I'm going to slingshot forward again. So this is a good fight for me. And plus, last defence of my British title before I get to keep it. So, I'm going to put in the work and everything I need to do. No stone left unturned because he is a good fighter. And, I want to make a statement and, push on after this to bigger and better things towards, the middle or the end of the year.
Yeah, I mean, we know what a Denzel Bentley statement is. It means someone is going to get hurt. Can you promise us that you're going to deliver hurt?
Oh, 100%. 100%. That's what I'm going for. That's what I'm fixed on. I've got that Beterbiev yard mindset right now. They're getting hurt.
The cold killer. I know, obviously, you won't look past this, but I do kind of have to ask, if you are, when you are to win this fight, whatever, is it straight back up to fight a fringe world level guy, or is it something you haven't even thought about yet? Let me just do this, do what I know, and then kind of think about it after. I
mean, before this fight, and I wanted to fight at fringe world level again, but this is the opponent that got presented to me. I ain't got time to kind of sit and mull around and say, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. At the end of the day, it might not be the level I want to fight, but it's another opportunity because I get to keep my British title. So it's like, why not do it? You know what I'm saying? But definitely want to be at fringe world level again, but I've got to get through this to be at fringe world level. Do you know what I mean? So, or to have a fight at fringe world level in that sense. So all of these are all thoughts in my mind, but it means nothing if I don't come through April.
Was it just kind of about getting a fight in, I suppose? Because like you said, you don't kind of want to mope about and let time move on, because before you know it, I suppose your world title fight was 12 months away, and then you're kind of an inactive fighter. So at least you're in the ring fighting, and then by the end of this year, God knows what belt you can have around your waist.
No, it's true, 100%. It's all about being active. For me, that's the big thing, because you know what it's like at the Peacock. You don't really get no days off. We're in the gym all year round. We don't do camps like all year round in the gym, and then of course the intensity goes up when you get a date. So I want to be active. I want to be fighting, especially if there's something to gain from it. And in this fight, there's something to gain from it. Do you know what I mean? So after I come through this, God willing, next fight after that, we push on a little bit further. Next fight after that, come through, God willing, push on a little bit further again until we get to where we want to be.
I'm going to share something with you that might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something, completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from it, and this has been like a therapy session.